Okay, you want to start? So first of all, I really like her canter. You know, there's such a beautiful ground covering stride, and when you collect her, the rhythm stays very good. Yeah, it stays a nice 3-beat canter. What we want is simply more the idea that I talked in the very beginning today when we talked about collecting our horses in the second level. You know, what I like to feel from my horse when I keep gently some pressure on the horse's belly. Yeah, I'm not really thinking about driving in the rhythm. I'm thinking about a little bit more consistent, gentle pressure. Yeah, that to me needs to be enough for a horse to maintain a collected canter. Now, that obviously doesn't happen overnight. This doesn't happen within a day. Yeah, no doubt. But that needs to be your standard. And when you ride in such a way where you test your horse, if your horse will listen to those aids, you're going to get the right setup for the pirouette. Yeah? But if you use up all the ammunition that you have to do the setup for the pirouette, then you're taking a big chance in the pirouette itself. And it is essentially not any different in the piaffe later. Yeah? I see everybody coming in with a ton of leg, setting up the pirouette, setting up the piaffe, and then halfway through the piaffe and the pirouette, the horses quit. Yeah? So simply testing, is my horse really reliable when I collect? Yeah? And the aid should be simple. So test this a few times. Yeah? Also, we want to make sure we do this on both leads. Very important that we understand how difficult this and how stressful this can be for a horse. Yeah? The pirouettes, especially when they're loaded up with a ton of weight on one hind leg, that's a ton of work. And our horses do need proper brakes at that time. Make your point, send her forward. That's it. Good, send her forward again. Good, don't have the right curb rein to lose. Good, for my taste, you're accepting here and there a little bit much contact. Yeah, I like that you like the idea of getting her sensitive to the leg. Yeah, but I'm not too crazy about the contact that you accept on your left rein right now. That's a little bit too heavy. That's it. Yeah, her conformation is quite nice. Her neck is quite nice. Yeah, there's no physical reason why she couldn't carry herself better than this. Yeah, and show how nicely she can carry herself. That's it. And remember that we really need to see the increased suppleness when you collect your horse. Try not to bring the haunches in. Collect her once without her anticipating this. This is very good how you send her forward. Remember, when you increase the collection, increase the suppleness. Trust her a moment, but not haunches in. She should not think collection means haunches in. Yeah? Make her supple left. Yeah, exactly. And a little bit more collection, heels down. No, not the haunches in. Think shoulder forward. Let's practice it a little bit on the straight line, and that should make it easier. Yeah? Nothing wrong with taking a step back. That's it. Now increase the collection on the straight line. Don't let her turn. Don't let her turn. Only the pirouette canter on the straight line. Yeah? There you were a little bit too easy on her. When she broke, that should be the moment where she should learn. Yeah? You got to get her attention more by being just a moment a little bit firmer with a bigger push forward. Good. Down the long side again. Yeah? That's good. Shoulder forward, and now collecting without turning. Keep the straight line. When you collect, keep her on a straight line. Keep her on the line. That's it. And forward quickly. More leg. That's it. This needs to happen before the pirouette. Yeah? And this is just the same exact situation in trot. Yeah? A real correct shoulder in can be at least as difficult as a half pass. Yeah? When it's really ridden with in a perfect angle, the horse maintaining activity, very good. The horse maintaining a straight line. Yeah? If it's done properly for an 8 or 9, it's just as hard as a half pass. Yeah? Good. You're still helping her a little bit much with the right leg. Tell her what you want and leave her alone. Forward quickly, come. Little angled. Think shoulder forward. Don't think shoulder in. Yeah? But this is what you want to practice, that you can set up the pirouette in any shape that you want. Yeah? So, yes, okay. Good. A little bit lower neck. Much better. Very good. And send her forward. Good. Yeah? So she should not think collecting means automatically haunches in. Yeah? Neither should it mean haunches out to the outside. Yeah? You want to be able to maintain the line unless you ask differently. Yeah? I like that she's thinking. Yeah? Very good. Okay. And once more, the long side forward. Let's not forget that we have to keep the horses reaching in the canter. Collection is easy. Yeah? But the lengthening just as important. And now increase the suppleness when you collect her. Collect her more. Get it done. And stay low. Good. Good. And wake her up. Forward again on the circle. Good. Yes. Okay. And now collect her again. This time with the heel down, and let's see what she does on the circle. Yeah? Again, without turning. Try to keep her on the circle line. Good. Not so much support, not driving in the rhythm. You've got to test her. Yeah? Not haunches in. Good. There you go. Good. Okay. And now, very important that we change direction, and we do the same thing to the left. Yeah? Flying change. Careful, she's drifting into your right leg. Be careful with that. Yeah? Flying change. When you're doing a flying change, you should not keep the haunches to the right. Yeah, then it can be a problem. Yeah? And we see this quite a bit in the Prix-St. George when the horses do the counter canter and then come to the flying change on the short side, that the haunches are not lined up with the shoulders. Yeah? So in her case, the straightness and the suppleness on your left rein, extremely important. Yeah? Good. And collect. Keep the heels down. When she quits, keep the heels down. Don't drive in the rhythm. Keep the heels down. When she quits, then use the spur and send her forward. Yeah? But initially, teach her to canter like this without supporting the rhythm. Yeah? And send her forward. That's good. This side seems a little better. And go ahead. Let's see a schooling pirouette here with me in the center. Good. And go ahead. Only bring the haunches as much in as you feel like she can handle. Yeah? If she doesn't listen now, she needs to bring the haunches more in, but without making the circle smaller. That's very important. Bring the haunches in. Haunches in. There you go. Good. Don't make it smaller. Good. And haunches in again. Keep the same radius, the same distance towards me, okay? You know what I mean? Good. And go ahead. Don't make it smaller. She needs to bend clearly around your inner leg. Bring the haunches in without making the pirouette smaller. Haunches in. Get it done. No, not the inner leg. Outside leg. Yeah? Outside. So, and walk a second. Walk pirouette. Get it done. Keep her mind on the work. Keep the same size. That's it. Yeah? So, again, we have to make sure that we always know our corrections. You could tell that was getting a little bit difficult in canter. Yeah? So that makes sense with the whip on the outside, and then real quickly using a logical idea of explaining things to our horse. Yeah? That's it. So not smaller. Very good. Our horses always need to understand the difference between bringing the haunches in and making the pirouette smaller. Yeah? To be honest, I never had a problem with a horse making a small pirouette. When it's really controlled, it's the easiest thing in the world. Yeah? But all the other things, the collection, the proper placing of the hind legs, the suppleness, yeah, those are the important parts. Yeah? And even internationally, Janet, I'm sure if you agree with this, but when you have a really proper pirouette, yeah, and I saw it this year in Aachen when I was competing there, the horses that did a very balanced, correct pirouette and a consistent pirouette that was slightly bigger, people were still giving 8s for that. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, because it still counts double and you're still taking their 40% of their score away.
Yeah.
So